Well, good evening, or good night, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Admiral's Minecraft Quest. I am Admiral John B, and welcome to episode 15? I think it's 15. Anyway, as you might be able to see here, things have changed a little. I shall show you more when the morning comes, but since you have expanded out the farms a little, I've been breeding cows. There's a creeper over there. I mean, that's a brand new feature of this game. I think I made that stewing pot last episode. And there's I've made a little something around the other side of this of the mill in preparation for what we're going to be doing today. I have also, if we come down here, you'll see I've made more steps here. Actually, let's lighten this place up a bit more. And just for some stone and dirt storage, as my chests upstairs were getting a bit overpopulated. Anyway, I shall see you outside in the morning. Just keeping an eye out for that creeper I saw over here. I don't see it, but... well, anyway, over here, I've extended the hemp farm. So we have another... 14... so we've got another 28 hemp growing. I accidentally killed this one off. But I've modified the system to work so with one press it will do both sides. Which unfortunately involved a bit of mess around the front here, which is why I haven't built up a structure around the front of it. Yes, again. Eventually, hopefully I'll be able to sort that out, but for the time being I'll just leave it as it is. I've extended the glass panes up one level, in the hopes that, well, it will stop get stuff getting stuck on top, and the same over here. And that. I've also had to make a few, few repeaters, which if we go into craft guide, you can just see 3 stones, 2 redstone torches in redstone, and all it does is increase, well, it repeats the redstone signal however many ticks of the game. I'll talk about that later on in later episodes when I do stuff properly. But it still works the same. Both sides, everything. Oh, no, wait. Everything's not coming out. Why is that? I can find earlier. Huh. I'll have to have a look at that later, I think. Oh. This was working perfectly fine. I know... now, I can see why it's not working, but I'm sure when I was testing it before, it worked fine. That's going to be annoying to fix. Oh, I'll deal with that later on. And let's grab this hemp. I've extended out the wheat farm as I wanted to get a lot more cows, as we'll be needing the leather. And as you can see over here, I've made a little bit of an archway, and made an open pathway through to the top of the mill, because, well, we'll be using it a bit later on. Now, there hasn't been much going on over this area, so that's about all I've done since last episode. It certainly took some time figuring out how to properly do the second part of the hemp farm, but, well, and I still haven't got it right, it seems. It's going to be annoying to try and fix that. I don't want, as I've already started having this growing, I don't want to have to move it over one more to try and get everything working. What I was thinking of doing was lowering this part of the hemp farm down so it's exactly the same as this one, so then have both sides extending up, and that would solve the problem. I guess I'll do that once all this hemp has started growing up. Okay, so I think the cows are a little bit noisy here, so I'm going to have to kill some off. grab their spoils. Now, actually, I had a proper reason for doing that. As I was mentioning last episode, in order to continue on down the Better Than Wolves tech tree, we need to get leather. And then come into here, and we've got 2 pieces. Pick up something. Huh. Weird. Oh. Turn on the mill, and we'll wait for that leather to come through. In fact, I've already done one before. Now, what you need to do with what you get out of the mill, you get scoured leather, and you put scoured leather in the stewing pot alongside dung, and you will get, in a moment, tanned leather. Now, let's head back up to the house so things aren't so noisy. Alright, so what I'm wanting to make as part of Better Than Wolves is a saw. Now the saw, you can see, requires some gears, some wooden planks, some iron, and a belt. Now this is a new item in Better Than Wolves. And to create the belt, you need 4 straps. And to create the strap, you need to put tan leather just in the crafting bench. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, straps. We may as well create 2 belts, and I'll only make 1 saw. So again, it was iron on the top. Okay, I just remembered I forgot to put on my headphones, so if you hear any echoing, I'll try and sort out as much as I can, then you know why. Anyway, where was I? I just made some belts. So let's go and gather iron, which I've already prepared. And we need some gears. So do we have any wood? Yes, we do. Turn that all to sticks. And of course we need wood in the centre. Okay, so we only need 4. Okay, then we need this up again. Okay, so 3 gears, 3 iron, and the belt in the middle, and 2 wooden planks. And there we have our saw. Now, the saw can be useful in, well, many ways, and the first we'll be seeing, and I do have wood with me, yes. The first is that it can be used to cut wood in various ways. So if we head up here, I've created some axles, come straight off from here, as the saw requires the Better Than Wolves, well, mechanical power. And as you can see, we have our saw working. One interesting part of the saw is that it actually hurts you. Ooh, and now my hunger bar's gone down. So let's just ease a bit. Okay, let's, do I have, let's, couple that up a bit and neaten it up a little, I guess. Right, so let's get our wooden planks ready. So what we can do is if we place wooden planks in front, we'll get sidings. And if we put a siding down, we get mouldings. And if we put a moulding down, we get corners. And if we put the corner down, we get gears, which is a very useful way of making gears. From just 1 plank of wood you can get 2 gears rather than having to make 4 sticks and a plank of wood as well. So you can use these pieces well, these different pieces to make the hopper. Which, I'll show you, but I don't think I'll be making them today, depending on the time. This is a hopper. It can do various things, such as, well, sucking up objects, and the sun's coming down. Let's head back into the house for the time being. It can suck up objects. It can also do various filtering with you. You can use various items to filter stuff. I'll be showing that off later in later episodes, but not today, as I don't have anywhere near the setup I need for anything like that. Now, the other thing that I had on my list of things to show today is the light block. Now, what you need for the light block is the redstone and some glass panes. Now, I actually don't have that much glass left. I have 3 glass panes, so I can make 1, but I'm wanting to make a ton. So I'm going to put that in some sand in the furnace along with some coal. I've sort of given up turning wood into charcoal and putting it in for the time being. I'll probably go back to it once I get a better setup, but... Right, now for the filament, what you need to do, which is the filament? Yes, the filament, you need some string, or hemp, which is good because I have tons of hemp and no string, a piece of redstone and a piece of glowstone dust to make a filament. Now what the light block can do, it's kind of like glowstone in that you will make, well, you can make a block of light out of it. It needs to be powered to produce light, but what it will also do is provide sunlight level of light, although it doesn't actually produce sunlight. And if you put it 2 blocks above the hemp, so, well, right about here, well, along the same line as the top line of the glass here, it will help it grow at a much faster rate than it would normally. So what we're going to be doing is, well, I'll grab some glowstone, some hemp, well, I've got some hemp, and, right, stack of glowstone, stack of redstone, and stack of hemp. That should be enough for what I'm wanting, right? So we've got 14 plus 14 is 24. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so we've got our stewing pot. We put in our glowstone, we put in a stack of hemp, and we put in a stack of redstone, and it will start cooking. And what we'll get out of it is our filaments. So I'm going to leave those 2 running, and I will come back to you when they're all done. Having a look around, I think sooner or later I'm going to have to move the windmill. Mainly because I'd like to make, well, some longer farms, and this is quite a perfect spot for it. Okay, so I can't make the this hemp farm much longer without removing everything, and I'd rather not do that, but I'd like to extend out the wheat farm, especially for growing up the, well, breeding the cows. What? It will require a lot of axles and gearboxes, but I could put the windmill on the top here. But if the rainstorm comes when... it's a lot to think about. Maybe I could just raise up the windmill. Also, what I'm planning on doing is replacing all this cobblestone with stone bricks. When I feel like doing it. Huh. See over there the tree I chopped down. Or rather the remnants. Alright, I've got enough here now that I can finish off the light block. All the light blocks for all the hemp on the farms, I think. Or maybe I don't. Just about enough. Don't quite know what happened. Oh well, anyway, we've got 38 light blocks, so let's go on about placing them. One advantage of the light block is that you can actually collect it again after you've finished with it. Really, really nice. Seems I completely miscalculated the amount of light blocks I need, but oh well. Right, so could cause a problem. Quite likely to cause a problem, actually, now that I think about it. Unless I need the repeater there. Yeah, I do need a repeater there. I guess for now, can't move that. Alright. See what? To power the... make... them. So... Wait. See, what you can do is you can power the lights by placing redstone wire on top of the block on top of it. Really nice. But I've just sort of noticed that my redstone here is, well, going up over the top that way, so I suppose what I'll have to do, reroute. Actually, this doesn't work anyway, so there's not much point in doing that anyway. Okay, so let's remove this for the moment, and right, let's no, that won't work. That should do it. Still have the repeater here, so we'll go down, yeah. Alright, so let's get this. And now this is working. What on earth? Redstone. Wait. How? Oh, okay, so that one's powering down that. Should have noticed that before. I don't see why that wasn't working before. Anyway, not worry about that. And finish up here. I have to say, it's actually quite nice working in the night light in this mod. Except for the fact you might end up with a skeleton over there that might decide to come closer. What do you look at that? What a beauty. I've never seen anything more beautiful in Minecraft. Okay, that's a complete lie, quite obviously, but, well, it does the trick for the time being. What I'm thinking of doing is, once I've sort of got all the essentials... Still on? Yes, it is. Once I've got all the essentials... Well, all essentials... Once I've got a few ages in Better Than Walls and Better Than Buildcraft, I shall probably move away and find somewhere else to stay. So I can build from the ground up with everything that all the knowledge that I've learnt, and plan a bit better. And that was a spider, and he's after me. Great, I could actually do with some string, now that I think about it. Question is, where did he spawn? Who knows? Anyway, that's all I have planned for today. So I shall be leaving off here. So please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, you know the deal. Anyway, good night folks.